Hello. Okay, sorry I left you there for a sec. Just getting a little apron. Hello. So nice to see all you guys. I just suddenly spontaneously decided that I'm going to bake something because I've been such a dud on these lives over the weekend, so sorry about that. It's been quite real, actually. Been feeling fairly frustrated this last week, which I'm sure we all go through our phases, but I have been feeling, Anyway, I am cooking through it all, so let's cook something delish. I've got my oven set already. I'm making a pudding. I know there's been a lot of requests for puddings, and I've been quite dud at dishing out the puddings. So we're going to do bananas, surprise. But I have bananas, and I'm using what I've got. And I feel like bananas are in season. Let's celebrate what's in season. Do you know what I mean? So, sorry, this apron is annoying me. I'm actually just going to leave it off. Let's do bananas. So I've got a springform pan here. If you have any cake dish, cake tin that works nicely. Who's there? Oh, hello, my darling. Kirky, George. Just waving all you wonderful humans. Okay, so any cake dish is going to work for this. I do need my beater just because it makes my life easier. However, I have made this in the bush without a beater, so it's not the end of the world if you don't have one. I've got some bananas. Probably only going to need 3, but I've got 4 just in case because it's not like I've got a shortage. Now, the first thing we want to do is beat the sugar and the eggs together. And the coconut oil. Organic coconut oil just means they haven't removed the scents, they haven't removed anything from it. Coconut oil should smell like coconut oil, so it's really important you buy the right stuff because it adds a really good flavor to this. So I need, where's a spoon here? Okay, so bananas can't go wrong. I know. If you're a banana person, this is going to be everything and more for you. So into the bowl, I'm going to beat the sugar and the coconut oil together. The coconut oil is going to serve like the butter here. If you don't have, just replace with butter. I'm going to do about 100 grams. I'm eyeballing it. I spend my life eyeballing, so that's what I'm going to do. But you must measure it. But I'll do, obviously, the recipe and whatnot for you guys. Of that, it's room temperature, so it's going to make it easy for me to cream together. I'm using muscovado sugar or treacle sugar. You want a sugar that's going to be rich and sticky, but if you don't have that, again, it's not the end of the world. Just use what you have. You can use brown sugar or you can do it with white sugar, which I have done before. Being in the camps, sometimes you don't get, let alone white sugar. It's always that brown stuff. So I need a cup of this. It's quite sticky, so make sure you pat it down to make sure you get the full cup, if you know what I mean. Hello, Ats. You are beautiful. Right back at you, girl. Okay, pushing this down. This has got rum in it, this dessert, or this upside down cake. But you can also leave the rum part out and maybe add a bit of coconut milk. You're going to need a little bit of the liquid from that. Sorry, this is taking me forever, but just trying not to make a mess here. Okay, so a cup of the sugar right into there. Let me just get a dishcloth. Okay. Right. I've actually done with this dessert with mangoes too. Hello, Nan. I've also done this dessert with mangoes too, so you could do it with mango. Okay, so I'm just going to beat this first on low, just to incorporate it. stop it and then talk, because then it's going to be annoying for you, you guys. Okay, so basically you want to incorporate it, and it's going to sort of start coming quite smooth and like velvety, like pasty. If you're doing it with butter, same thing. See. Okay, that's what I want. It's not really creamed together, but it's incorporated together. So 1 egg at a time is going to go in. This requires 3 eggs. So 1 egg at a time. Sorry, this is not very social. This beating. Hello, Moon. What was the name of the cooking page of your friend who was on your live the other day? I think it was Alfresco. Something like that, but I can't find it. Yes, Alfresco. I'll pop, just remind me, Utz, and I'll pop you a message. Beat this other egg in. I follow them, so you should be able to find her on my follow, who I follow. We'll see what's happening. It's getting light and fluffy now. Just get your spatch and any goodness on the sides, just scrape them in there. And what happens is you'll see how beautiful and light and fluffy. This is what's so nice about the sugar. If you look here, how light and fluffy it gets. So just keep beating. Okay, so it's like a saucy cake. I even make a little syrup to pour over it, like a rum syrup. So last egg in. So it's quite a nice batter. That word that I hate using is the only way to explain it. It's a really moist cake. So yeah, last egg. Because it gets all fluffy and delicious. Hello, Lolly. Okay. If it splits, sometimes that happens. Don't stress. It's totally fine. It's because you just need the stability from the flour. But that's the consistency. Okay, and now I want to go in with, I've got some maple syrup here, but you can totally use honey or normal syrup. I just have this, so I'm going to use it. 2 tablespoons of yummy maple syrup. Fold that in. All in there. And now we've got our rum. I'm just using what I've got at the back of the cupboard sparingly, because I'd like to also enjoy a cocktail with this. But this is this blackstrap spiced rum. It's so perfect with this kind of a recipe. It's got the flavors you want. A dark rum preferably would be the best. You want it to be a little drunken, you know, so 3 tablespoons of rum, and then in the sauce that I'm going to top it off with, I'm going to use that too. It's going to go quite runny now, which is absolutely fine, and that's what you want. I forgot the flour. Hang 5. So now we want to put some flour into the mix. I'm going to beat it just because I've got the mixer out, and it's going to make my life a little faster for you guys whilst you're watching. Hello, Shell. Okay, so a cup of flour. Pat it down. Okay, so we're going to do half the flour. I always do half first. It just helps you stop getting any lumps in the mix. If you guys could see the sides of me, the mess is a real thing. Like, I don't know why I battle sometimes with mess. And whilst we have with the flour, just a nice heaped teaspoon of baking powder. It's going to go in. Okay, so start off quite slow. Because it's going to make a mess. Okay, rest of the flour going in. This is the consistency. Smells so good. Okay, I'm now just going to scrape the edges in, fold away. Maybe just throw some things into the sink. Okay, so just scrape any edges that might have got lost, but like this is the consistency. Let me actually show you from here. See, that's the vibe. It's beautiful and smooth and gorgeous. Okay, he's balancing. Okay, so scrape the sides. And this is just going to chill out here for a sec while we put the bananas in. So the only part really that you want the bananas is going to be at the top. But it's such a gorgeous little decadent cake / dessert. So I'm excited for you to try this one. Hello, Kimmy. So I'm trying to say hello to everyone. Lorraine. Bridget's just joined. Okay, bananas. So we want some kind of caramelized sauciness a little bit. So I'm going to spray my tin. It's a spring form. You can use something else, anything, even a glass square vibe. I'm smoking myself out here. Will work. But what you want is somewhere where you know it's a good tin that's not going to stick, because sticking is not an option, or something like this. And if it does stick, you're going to have to just eat it upside down. So I'm peeling my bananas. Okay. And I'm going to use nice sharp knife here. And I'm just halving them lengthways. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to take the treacle sugar, or if you're using regular sugar, and I'm sprinkling it at the bottom of the pan. Okay. That's going to give like a half melted sugary crust and a sauciness for our bananas. Okay. Don't have to be too perfect, just sprinkle it a little bit there. You can also leave this part out. Okay, taking the bananas face down. So cut side down, because that's what we want to see. It's going to look beautiful once that happens. And I'm just creating like a top, a lid, which when you turn the cake upside down, once it's baked, you're going to see that. So I'll show you now. Let me just get all these in there. Okay. Doesn't matter if you've got a few gaps. You don't want it to be perfect. You want some of the cake and then some of the bananas sticking out. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want. Hello, Mix. Okay, so. And if you want to slice them a different way, you can do that. Just do whatever you're feeling. Do whatever your vibes are. Okay. Yeah, you can do like this cut way if you prefer. It's totally up to you. Okay, beautiful bananas, just saying. And even if you double layer, you're only going to see the bottom anyway, so don't stress about if you double layer a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Okay, just going to pinch a little bit on the side there. Right, and be a little rough, squish them in there. You want them to fit snug, you know. Okay, now I'm just going to show you what this looks like. Okay, so all the bananas are fit. Please excuse these Lindsay Lohan nails, shocking, but I am going to repaint them tonight. Okay, so squish them down and they'll fit snug, you can see. Okay, right, just balance you back there. Right, now we want to put the batter in. Okay, so let's get this delicious batter in. I don't mind tasting raw batter, and if you like me, taste it. You want to make sure, I'm actually going to lick the spoon. You want to make sure you can taste the rumness in there. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for you guys to try this one. Okay, pour this all over the bananas. Okay, right into the center, and then let it kind of do its thing, and then you can spread it with the spatula. I could have also used a smaller tin than this, but I actually don't have one, if you prefer the cake thicker. Okay, so just spread it carefully all around. This is also quite low and slow, this cake. You don't want to cook it too fast. Okay, so this is a problem though, because you just want to lick the bowl and lick your fingers. Give it a little like that. Okay, I'm going to show you now. Sorry, I'm just trying to turn you around now. There. Okay, see how gorgeous it looks. Right. And that is that. So your bananas are going to get gorgeous and saucy at the bottom with that sugar, and it's muscovado, so it's that dark, delicious sugar. It's got a rum flavor to it. It's got a little coconut in there. I mean, this cake, for me, if you love bananas, you're just taking it up another level. Hello, my Clay. So you got to give it a try. So I'm going to pop this in the oven. I'm cranking this down to 150. I don't want, this is if you want to steam this, you could do it in a water basin, a bain-marie, but I'm just going to cook it in a low oven, and things are going to get magical in there, and then let's turn it over and hope that it turns over. But it should. And I will post photos and videos of the goodness after it's cooked. All right, let me pop this in the oven now. Oh, it's on the bottom one, so I have to crouch down here, sorry. Sorry, I'm just battling with my rail here, which for some reason is in the wrong place. Oh, it's upside down, that's why. Okay. So that's going to take about 25 to 35 minutes. Sorry. I was crouching down. 25 to 30 minutes. it's gonna come out clean with the skewer, but obviously if you push it all the way down to the bottom, you're gonna get some gooiness from the banana saucy vibes at the bottom. I'm gonna make a quick sauce on the pan quickly, which is it's literally just a little syrup with some rum. Let me just get a little pan. We're gonna use a bit of rum, sugar, and some of that, let me use this one, and some of that maple syrup, but you guys at home can just use normal syrup if you don't have maple. My mom just had it in the pantry here, so I'm using that. So let's take some of the sugar and a spoon. I have banana, just waiting to turn it. Yay, Clay, you have to make it. You'll love this, because you love your cakes cooked with like the fruit in. This is a deadly one. So just 2 tablespoons of the sugar in there. You could make a caramel and drizzle, but you actually just want a sauce. It's a nice splash of rum. Now if you didn't have the rum, you could obviously just make a syrup with some cinnamon, water, sugar, butter, whatever. You just want something to kind of, you want to give those bananas some love when they come out. Do you know what I mean? Okay. And I'm going to add some of the maple syrup. And let that all just come together. Let me show you. It's nothing too complicated. Just like a thin, simple syrup, which will glaze over this bad boy when it comes out. Right, let me just give it a mix. And that's basically it. The last thing I want to add is a touch of vanilla extract. Just till it dissolves. I don't really like it too thick. I just want it to be kind of, when you turn that banana pudding upside down, it's just gonna, all that banana. So that is that, guys. Now we just have to wait for it to cook, which is gonna take about 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to live and leave you because that's too long for you to hover on here. But yeah, I think you're gonna love this dessert. I have lots of things coming out, lots of plans happening. And I'm doing cooking lessons now, cooking classes now. So I'm getting onto the virtual life that we all seem to be living right now. But if you have any questions with any of my recipes, give me a shout. I did load a delicious bread recipe for those who are wanting to be a bit more adventurous with their breads. This one is pretty deadly. I know, that's what I was saying now. Like, I'm only going to use this sparingly because that's all the girls got left. That's for pina coladas on the weekend. Or maybe in the middle of the week. Shh, no one's saying, no one's selling. Anyway, yeah, try this one. I think you're gonna love it. Sauce is almost there. And I'll post the recipe, etc., etc. This is part 2 of the Banana Babe series. Just by the way, I'm making a series of banana recipes for you guys. So I'm excited. Stay tuned to see what that is gonna entail. But thank you for tuning in so randomly on a Monday afternoon. Sending you lots of love, positive vibes, and everything that I can for you to, get through this time as positively as you can. I've definitely had a few speed bumps on my way, and this last couple of days last week was one of them. So, but I'm back, baby, and let's do this thing together. Drink delicious things, eat delicious things, and make it all bearable. But yeah, lots of love, and I will chat to you soon.